Hey Pinks, how are you ladies doing? It's your girl Naya, and I am coming to do my story time. Y'all know during story time we go get our cozy little blankets, put on our footies, and have something to drink, and we just sit back, relax, and talk. Well, I do the talking, and you ladies listen, and then you comment down below and tell me what you think about the story. Now, I don't know what happened, but a lot of you have heard the story about, Sex Me and Mr. Cuddles. Y'all ladies remember that? The ones that commented, I don't know what happened. That video got erased, and I even tried to re-upload it from my phone, and it was completely gone. And I was like, what is going on? Because you ladies had some great advice and some good responses to that. So what I'm going to do is briefly tell you ladies what happened in the first segment of that story that missed that, and then I'm going to give you the updates and let you ladies know what's going on with the two men that are involved in Pinky's life. Now, this is Adulta Vision. All my mini pinks, I don't think this is appropriate for their ears. There may or may not be cursing. There may be, a little, maybe a little sex talk or something, but not too graphic. I don't do that because that's, a little inappropriate. We still want to be classy, but still, we want to talk to her. We can be like, I feel you. You know how we do, ladies. So, the first video that I did, there's two gentlemen that I was dealing with. There is Sex Me, and then there's Mr. Cuddles. To briefly give y'all an introduction to both men, Sex Me is the ex-guy that I love to love, that I kind of, did him dirty, and he had been hurt several times. And, when I say Mr. Sex Me, it's because he used to sex me something nice, and man, I used to get a feeling in my toes would curl up, and it was just the best ever. Even just the kisses, or to touch me, and I was like, yes. Still to this day I feel that way. Then there's Mr. Cuddles. Mr. Cuddles is the mama's boy, and Mr. Cuddles is the kind of like the girly girl, to where I have to question you, like, okay, well, you a little more feminine to me sometimes, it feels like, but then you get upset when I say that because you say I'm disrespecting your manhood. But I mean, he would do things, Mr. Cuddles, he cuddles and holds you to where you just want to sleep, but then the affection is not there. I'm not, going around swapping salivas with both of these guys, too much going on. I don't know what they do when they leave me, so therefore I'm not taking no chances. So normally it's like a, kiss on the cheek, on the forehead, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I'm a germaphobe, I don't do all that. So Mr. Cuddles, he do things like if we sit and talking, and he be like, "Oh, excuse me, sweetie, excuse me, babe, but can I see your fingernail file, because I got a hangnail and I need to file this down. Can I borrow some clear?" And I'm like, now I got brothers, and I know some men that go, get their phalanges done, just a little razzle dazzle to keep them clean, not dirty, not too long. Okay, yeah, I get that. But I mean, he just comes out of nowhere, and he be, girl, and yes, sweetie, and this and that. And I'm like, you know what? Do you get down to where you like men and women? I had to question that, and I was like, you may not be the one for me, but at the same time, they both bring a lot to the table. They both give me the utmost respect. They both are hardworking men. They both take care of their families. They both love their mothers, and it's just there, except for Sex Me. Y'all know. And Mr. Cuddles, great cuddler. It makes you feel at ease, gives you that warmth, great jokes, sense of humor. But then it's like sometimes you act a little more girlier than I. So I told you ladies about that, and how things were, was happening and such. And a lot of you ladies was like, oh, I'm team Sex Me. And y'all know I've been team Sex Me for quite some time. And Mr. Sex Me, he does more for me than just the sex me. He's not sexting me now. But I mean, they both know about each other, due to the fact that everybody is free to date whoever. It's not like fully no long or outgoing committed relationship. Everyone is still making decisions. Now, me and Sex Me have been dealing with each other for over 4 or 5 years, and he had things where he was having issues with his baby mom. He has 3 kids with her. 2 of them are twins. So he does just have the one baby mother, and she was the one that, I'm gonna take the kids away from you or take you to court because I don't want any other people or women around my kids and this and that. But yet she could date, other men. And I was like, I don't have time for the drama. He dealt with that, but then he still got, shared custody of the kids. And he was on the fence like, okay, well, I got to be careful with my feelings because I've been hurt before. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to hurt you. But of course, your girl Pinky, I wanted my cake and eat it too. So, I was, committed myself to him, but I still had mine on the back burner because I was like, if that don't right, I got to do my doulo and I'll go talk to such and such and such, or, just having different conversations. And he was like, oh, you promised you was going to let that go. And I kind of hurt him again. So now he has up this wall, or he's always questioning me about where I am. I have apologized to you several times. So we still talking about Sex Me. Sex Me. And ladies, I've apologized to him several times, but it's like he want me to check in every 5 minutes. I only have one mother. I'm a grown woman. So therefore, when I tell you I'm going to be somewhere, that's where I am. Don't call me every 5 minutes, or don't tell me where you don't want me to be after a certain amount of time. Now, I get that I broke your trust, but at some point, in order for us to progress and move on, you got to let that go. And, so that's the issue with him. But otherwise, we would be happy, and I could say, okay, well, I'm going to stop dealing with Mr. Cuddles and go ahead and see what happens between us. But because of that situation where you're trying to now seem like you're being a little controlling, I'm kind of, I don't know, Sex Me. And then Mr. Cuddles, same thing. Great personality, gives you the utmost respect, hardworking, great sense of humor, very respectful. But then sometimes he has this feminine side. I don't know if it's because he was raised with his mom, and then he have all these aunties and whatnot. But he do things like when it come to nails, or if we're dancing a certain way. Let's just say we at the club, and y'all know I gets it in, and I know how to do what I need to do once I get on the dance floor. But ain't no dude supposed to be out dancing me if I'm like, hey, hey, and then you behind me, hey, hey, and I'm like, Normally most dudes probably will be there like, you can be like, yeah, and they just got their hands up looking, or y'all, just two-stepping together, cute, hey, not, hey, hey, no. So then that makes me question you, and then you make me feel bad about it because you get upset, to a degree where you like, you know what, you gonna ruin our friendship and everything else that I'm trying to have with you by questioning my sexuality. I'm all man, and I love women, and there is no doubt in my mind, or no, this in my body or bone. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just asking because sometimes you can be very, flamboyant, and I don't want to have to deal with a Bruce Jenner type thing, and then I don't want to judge. I'm just saying, don't do that to your girl Pinky. You know what I'm saying? If that's how you want to get down, you go live your life over there and do that, and we can still be cool and still be friends. And that's Mr. Cuddles. And then Mr. Sex Me, hey, you got to let that control issue go. I told you I won't play you. No, really, I won't. Your girl Pinky, I've got better. I'm older. I don't need nobody, on the sideline no more. I don't have time for that. And now the update, ladies, what it is me and Sex Me, ladies. When I say good looking, tall, like 6'5", well dressed, clean cut, pretty brown eyes, 2 dimples. Just the best. Just for him to go wink, or to, do this, and I'm just, I be ready to go, ladies. I do. I'm like, and I be smiling. See how I'm smiling now just thinking about it. I'm like, y'all know that feeling. Come on now. I know y'all got to feel me on that one. And then Mr. Cuddles, we've been having a few issues. I've kind of like cut back on the phone calls, and he's not as flamboyant. He's trying to cut back or change things because he don't want me or others to perceive him that way. He was like, because if I view him like that, there's no telling, if other people are, viewing him as such. And I'm like, me, because we're friends and we're trying to progress, I not only have to look out for me, but I want to be open and honest with you as well, but I'm still trying to be respectful. So that's where I'm at still, ladies. I mean, I've kind of like backed away a tad bit more from Mr. Cuddles because of the flamboyant thing, but he's trying to prove to me that that's not his character, and he doesn't realize he's coming off that way. And then with my thing over here, Sex Me, there I go smiling again. It's like, okay, well, there you go. You always smiling, you always grinning, and you feel giddy around. But ladies, well, every time I think about it, I'm sorry. I'm not about to continue to be harassed about where I am and how long I'm gonna be gone. I don't even do that with him. Go do you, and then when we get together, we get together. It's not like we're married or we're committed. We just trying to build that relationship and that trust back. But how can you do that with me if you're gonna keep doing? I'm like, I can't do that. And then on top of that, I'm kind of ready to start to settle down and do some things because your girl got needs. I was starting to think, remember my Help Me video when I was like, I'm breaking out around the nose? That might be it. That might be it. Why your girl is breaking out, having hives and itchies and things right there, because, we all have needs. You get to a point too where you just need to be like, hold me, hold me, take me. But this is not about any singing. Yes, ladies, that's my story time. I don't know. I'm still, a lot of you ladies in the last, story time with Mr. Cuddles and Sex Me did tell me y'all on team Sex Me, and I totally agree with you, but at the same time I'm still having those problems and situations. So for those of you who didn't get to see that last video, that's where I'm standing at now. So comment down below and let me know what you ladies think. Who is still team Sex Me, and what do you think about Mr. Cuddles? They both have their flaws, they up and down, but they're tied when it comes to the utmost respect they have for me, for their kids, their family, their mothers. They're hardworking. Both of them are good looking. Mr. Cuddles is also like 6 feet or 6'1", real nice clean cut, sexy eyes, and I don't know. I just, and that's why I say I can't just base it off all about the looks. This one here seems a little more flamboyant, but trying to do better. And then this one here, is trying to do better, but still trying to be a little controlling. So then it's like I'm stuck. But then it's like, how can you be stuck when, it's a decision that, I want to be cautious making, because not only do I have to think about me, I have to think about my daughter who's 20, who's going to be 21. But, you still want to be careful who you bring around your kids, because your kids always have a say-so and a voice and an opinion too. And, y'all my girls, we rock like that. We get down. So we talk in a respectable way. So I value you ladies' opinions as well. I'm just doing this story time and uploading this video again because I want to know what you ladies think and what you would do and how you would react and where everybody is standing and what advice you would give. So that's my story time. We gotta see who's still rocking or who thinks I should still rock and take it slow and see what happens with, hey, Sex Me, Mr. Sex Me, and then my Cuddle. You know, when I say Mr. Cuddles, it sounds like I'm just saying, oh, my cuddle buddy. You know, I can go cuddle with one of my stuffed animals, but like I say, he have those other qualities too, especially that sense of humor where he makes me laugh and, you know, brings a smile to your girl face. So I'm stuck, ladies. I don't know. Comment down below, help your girls out. I love you, ladies, and that is Pinky Story Time. Good night.